Thank you for joining us today. We're excited you're here to meet the author of today's book. Welcome to Digital Book Nook's Meet the Author show, where you can discover your next great book. With your host, D.G. Thomas. Enjoy the show.
Hello, and welcome to the Meet the Author show. In today's episode, we are diving into a deeply inspiring and transformative topic that resonates with anyone who has faced life's challenges and wondered how to turn pain into purpose. It's a conversation about resilience and faith and the incredible power of healing. Our guest today is Demeka, an author whose groundbreaking book, Healing the Hurt of Yesterday, Embracing Freedom for Tomorrow, offers a compelling narrative of personal transformation. In her journey from pain to purpose, Demeka shares how she's faced life's trials head-on, discovering healing, deliverance, and freedom through her faith and perseverance. Healing the Hurt of Yesterday, Embracing Freedom for Tomorrow. In her book, she says, the pain I endured was part of God's assignment, applying pressure to push me to my true purpose, she writes, reflecting on the profound lessons learned along the way. Her story is a testament to the resilience within all of us and a reminder that even in brokenness, we remain destined for greatness. So if you've ever wondered how to overcome life setbacks and find your way to healing and fulfillment, today's episode is for you. Demeka's story will leave you inspired, empowered, and ready to embrace your own freedom for tomorrow. So without further ado, let's dive into this story. So hello, Demeka. Welcome to the Meet the Author show.
Hello.
So your story is your personal memoir, your personal narrative. And is this your first book that you've written?
This is actually my second book.
Okay.
The first I published was Godly Affirmations to Ignite Your Day.
Yeah.
That's the first one. I wrote that one in October, and then of course 2 months later I wrote this. So yeah.
Okay. That's wonderful. So let me see. I have a few questions for you. And I'm going to start with, what's my first question? Which is that your book, it speaks so powerfully about turning pain into purpose. Can you share what inspired you to write this deeply personal story?
Well, pretty much my life's journey. If you've read actually my background, I went through some trauma, some tragedy, and then some abuse as a child, and then my sister last year, she committed suicide. So my book is pretty much, it entails everything that happened throughout my childhood, and then even about my sister and then her committing suicide, but then also my journey of healing and restoration as well.
Right. So I'm sorry to hear about your sister and that situation, but this story is about how you were able to turn that tragedy around and find purpose in your life. So I want to ask, so you mentioned that the pain that you endured was part of God's assignment for you. So how did your faith help you navigate those moments of brokenness and begin the journey towards healing?
So my faith pretty much helped me propel and start my journey to healing. God actually had actually spoken to me through actually a dream to go ahead and go and embark on a journey of healing and a journey of deliverance, because he wanted to use me to be able to share my story with others, and he also wanted me to maximize my potential in life. And I feel like right now as we speak, my potential that I'm using to even get up here on these platforms, I'm using it to inspire others.
Okay, most definitely. So so you talk about the transformation from being bruised and broken and healed and delivered. So what would you like to share about some of those pivotal moments? Like, how do you feel like your journey has helped you so far reach out to others?
So with my journey, and also when I decided to embark on a journey of healing, I also wanted to go on a journey of self-discovery, discovering who I am, and I want to, like I said before, maximize my potential. And I feel like my potential is used to be able to help others, to help bring out the best in others. So I feel like God has me on this earth pretty much to serve others. And I enjoy that. I'm a nurse and that's what I do. And I have a compassion and a love for people.
You mentioned in your book that there were some unexpected sources of support during your journey. So, can you tell us more about that and how those people or experiences that you went through shaped your path of healing?
Well, for one, my grandmother, which I love and adore her so much, she has given me so much godly wisdom, even throughout the time. She's been there to help console me. And of course, I look to God as a comforter as well. But then I also had a therapist. I had to seek therapy, which was imperative for my mental health as well, because, I actually witnessed my sister. I found her. So, and that does take a toll on you to find a loved one in that condition or state. Even though I am a nurse and I see people die every day, it's just
Right,
different. Loved one, yes, ma'am. So, and then I actually went on a mentorship program in which it was a 30-day mentorship program. And it actually helped me kind of evolve and then cultivate some of the things that I had on the inside of me as far as my gifts, because ultimately the gifts that I do have, I felt like they weren't for me, they're for me to share with others.
right, right. I understand that. Okay. So, what do you hope that readers take away from this book?
I hope that, they could actually use what I have here in my book, which is my testimony, to help maximize their potential. And then it'll help promote them to go on a journey of healing if that's what they need to be, as well as a journey of self discovery to discover who they truly are.
Yeah. Okay. And for listeners who might be struggling with their own hurt or searching for hope, what advice or first steps would you recommend for embracing freedom and just taking those first steps towards healing?
The first step I would say it would be forgiveness, which was something that I actually struggled with for the long.
Mm,
Forgive yourself as well. Forgive the person who has hurt you, because it doesn't hurt them, it hurts you actually carrying the weight of unforgiveness.
mm,
Then after that, you just seek God. Pretty much he's been my guidance throughout this whole thing. I wouldn't be able to do it alone. So
mhm. I think it's interesting that part where you say about forgiveness because a lot of people misconstrue the forgiveness as in forgiving the other person, but not really thinking about the weight of that stress, that grief, that pain on them, and how forgiveness helps you to release that as well, like within you. So, do you have any thoughts about that?
well, a lot of people, yes, I do, and forgiveness is important. But I think a lot of people, they forget about the self forgiveness too.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, I always hear people say, "Well, I've forgiven them. I've forgiven this person and that person," but I
Mm-hmm.
always, have you forgiven yourself?
Mm,
Yes, ma'am. So, and I know that was a question that I've always had for myself as well. I'm like, Lord, why am I still carrying this weight? And He
yeah,
revealed that you need to forgive yourself for
yeah,
for what you allowed. So, yes, ma'am.
yeah. And I've heard often that in the case of suicide, that a lot of family members, friends, survivors of loved ones they've lost to suicide feel like guilt or feel like maybe there was something that they could have done, and that is just really a painful part of the healing process, really.
Yes, ma'am. And then for me as well, with my sister, I did deal with a lot of self blame. I blame myself
Yeah.
for it. What could I have done? Because she was living with me. I found her. I saw the signs.
Mm,
I had to go before God and just ask Him to take that feeling away from me.
yeah. Okay. Well, is there anything else you'd like to share about your stories? Like, what are some of your next steps as an author? What do you plan on doing? Or what are
Well,
some things you're doing now also? Like any public speaking or anything like that?
actually, I've been doing a couple of radio interviews as well as authors blog, and
Mm-hmm.
then also I'm building up my TikTok platform. I'm on Facebook, and my platform has grown immensely on Facebook, but I'm trying to actually expand over to TikTok. I'm
Yeah.
not that techno savvy, so Still learning, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And then also, I'm just kind of relaxing and then focusing on my relationship with God. And then
Mhm.
self care. I feel like self care is very important too. I pour out into so many people. I need to pour back
Yes,
into myself a little bit and allow God to pour back into me as well. So,
most definitely. Most definitely. Well, I want to give our listeners a chance to take a look at the book here. And this is the book. It's the cover. It's Healing the Hurt of Yesterday, Embracing Freedom for Tomorrow. It's available at Amazon. And this is the link to Demeka's website, which will also be on the Digital Book Nooks webpage, so you don't have to memorize it. But it'll also be in the box below here on YouTube to click on and visit her website as well. So, Demeka, thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your powerful and heartfelt resource for anybody seeking healing.
thank you. And thank you guys for having me.
All right. Okay, so once again, thank you everybody for watching the show. And be sure to stop by the Digital Book Nook blog to read the rest of Demeka's interview and to purchase the book and visit her website to learn more. Thanks again for tuning in today and have a great day.